John of the Eye Patch, Chapter 31. Mostly blackness inside the tower. Only a faint slur of light managed to filter through the tiny crack John had crawled through. He heard waning cries from pirates that were overwhelmed by the rolling peal of thunder. A stench of mustiness competed with an acridness of gunpowder that John more tasted than he smelled. He used his fingers to find his way around the darkness until he touched a horizontal wooden rung and then another just above it. He had found a ladder. He climbed, feeling the way, reaching the short ceiling. He pressed up, a hatch opened, and they let candlelight that spilled down. Looking around, he saw dozens of powder kegs lining the far wall from one where the hole had been made. He thought, if those powder kegs had been on the wrong side, boom, this whole place would have blown. The entire tower might have exploded. That could have killed Anne and whoever else was inside. John shook off that thought and he paused to listen. The pirate voices he heard were still muffled. Can't be from the room above, he thought. He pushed the hatch open enough to crawl into the room. The single candle provided illumination, and it seemed nearly blinding compared to the darkness from below. The windowless central room of the tower seemed much larger than the basement, with a 7-foot ceiling. A rack of muskets, one uncomfortable-looking straight-backed chair, a hammock, and another ladder going up to where the room's notable contents might be. Keep a pirate princess in a tower? John climbed the ladder. The ceiling hatch was unlocked. Lucky again. John opened this hatch, just a crack, so he could listen. There was no sound from above. He opened the hatch further, and he peeked into the room. He couldn't see anyone inside, and he climbed in slowly to get a better view of the room. There were 2 candles that made the room seem even brighter than the one below. There were slits for windows, just big enough to shoot an arrow or a musket out of. The bed looked large and comfortable, as did the cushioned air. There was a half-eaten loaf of bread, an apple, and a glass of something white, languished, forgotten on the table. John sniffed at the glass. Coconut water. Across the room from the bed was a large armoire. Something made a crackling noise inside the armoire. Anne, it's me, John, he whispered. The room lapsed to silence. You know, John of the Eye Patch. I'm not here to hurt you, Anne. He took a silent step towards the armoire. It was easily big enough for Anne to hide inside. I need your help. He gripped the handles of the armoire and tensed before quickly pulling them open. It was empty. Don't move or I'll shoot, Anne said from behind John. He felt something round press into the middle of his back. Anne, I'm going to turn around slowly, John said. What was the round thing? A muzzle? A gun? It poked him again. You can talk without moving, Anne said. Fine, Anne. This is going to sound crazy, but... John wasn't sure if he should tell her or not, but he realized he already told Blackbird, and it would take a miracle for the entire island not to know by night's end. I'm a time traveler, he said. You're a what? She laughed. I've come back in time to save my mom, and I need your help to bring her home to the suburbs, John said. What's a suburb? It's a place with a lot of houses, kids, and minivans. John said. Minivans. You know, big cars. I guess you wouldn't know. Cars weren't invented for another couple 100 years, so you wouldn't know. This wasn't going well, John realized. Anyways, I can prove that I'm a time traveler, he said. The gun's muzzle poked him again, harder this time. What part of don't move doesn't escape into your brain? I'm just gonna remove my eye patch so you can see me travel through time. Liar. They're not lies, Anne. First you attack my father's tower. Now you tell some made-up story when you're obviously here to steal me for a ransom. Any hint of curiosity had left Anne's voice to be replaced by outrage. I didn't attack the tower. John said it before he had a chance to think about it, because as soon as the words were out of his mouth, he realized he lied. He did attack the tower, but only to get in. Liars. Liar! The muzzle of the gun barrel jabbed at him. You could have killed me, John of the eye patch. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to hurt you. And I don't want to kidnap you for ransom. None of those things. He realized he was only put more ideas in her head. Look, Anne, I'm telling you the truth. I need your help to save my family. A far-off, muffled pirate voice yelled, This way, men! The tower door slammed open on the floor below them. Anne, please, put the gun down. Close the hatch. Let's talk about this, John pleaded. The ladder creaked and groaned, and someone heavy climbed up it. The hatch smacked loudly on the stone as it opened. Anne grabbed him, pushed him against the armoire so that his unpatched eye was against it, making him nearly blind. Someone grabbed the eye patch and pulled it free. The pirate world didn't fade. John was trapped. John was trapped in the past.